Hey, how you doing? Duraglas. Is it a body man's best friend? Well, maybe a good body man wouldn't need it, but a body man like me and possibly like you, we need all the help we can get. So I'm going to show you the why, when, and where I'm going to use this stuff and get us down the road quite a bit faster because, man, I ain't got a lifetime to fix this car. We need to get it done sometime this century. Welcome back, Junks Automotive. This stuff, I think it's frozen. Cold in here. So here's the dill pickle. This quarter panel, which is where we're going to concentrate on the quarter panels and the body and work our way around to the other quarter panel that's in horrible shape. This one's actually in better shape, so we're going to start on the easy side first because that makes sense. Lots of welding, lots of goofiness. I'm going to go through and got a little high ridge going right here where this is the 2-door body cut into the 4-door body, and this is a quarter panel patch that wasn't the greatest patch or the guy who put it in. Anyhow, all this welding, you're going to have little pinholes, and I don't know what that is. But we want to seal this up. We anytime we have anything that might be a little bit porous because we're not the goodest welder around here, the best, goodest, whatever. We want to seal that up. Duraglas is more of a waterproof body filler that has resin in it like fiberglass and fiberglass fibers, right? So it's super strong. Any place that we think it's a little thicker than 1/8 of an inch, which I don't think it's going to be bad, maybe, you would want to use that instead of body filler. Body filler is more fragile, gets hard and cracks when it's too thick, right? So we want to keep the filler about like that, and if there's something just a little iffy, we'll use the Duraglas in it, right? So if you had a big old rust hole right here and you didn't want to weld nothing, anything, excuse the language, the English is bad here, you would want to use Duraglas to fill that big hole up if you didn't want to put anything behind it, because it will last a lot longer than just filling it with regular old Bondo body filler or whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do, get the dolly and hammers out, see if I can work this down, planish this a little bit where we welded it, and it's kind of pulled a low spot down here, and just beat the crap out of it so we can get it flattened out a little bit best we can. Then we'll rough it all up because this is epoxy sealer, right? It's on there. The metal's been prepped really good. The sealer's been applied, so we want to rough up this sealer. We don't have to go to bare metal, so long as this sealer is good sealer and it's attached to the metal really good, right? Then there's some theories around about all that. We'll talk about that later. But let me get this straightened out a little bit. Hopefully a touch, maybe.
Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, the rooster bought a pine with a silver dollar. Box of silver in the next holler. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, duck, she's dancing, she don't care. Mallard's off on a whiskey dance. Put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Chicken Town tonight. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, the mice are rolling, itty bitty dice, so cute, but they cut you if you don't play nice. Let's put a time in Chicken Town tonight.
It's better. Now, for what it is, really, this car needs full quarters, but it's not that kind of project. Not restoring it. Excuse me. Just trying to make a cool cruiser and all the normal people and kids go, wow, look at that. That's kind of what I want, right? No Trailer Queen show car here. So now everywhere that I've welded, had some tin canning going. I think you probably saw me in the fast motion going tunk, 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 kind of just beat along my welding, knocked on the outside of it, and it's solid again. So averted disaster that in the midst of this disaster, I'm going to take, I don't know, probably 40 grit, something like that. I'm going to rough up all the welding where I plan on doing some of my Duraglas, right? I did weld all the way up in here, and you can tell that this is a 2-door and this is 4-door. So I'm not going to mess with this right now. I don't feel like welding and cutting and welding and metalwork, but I'll have to slice that and bring this whole thing out, something like that. I'm probably eventually, I have the weather strip and all that, and the regulators and the stuff for all that, and I'll probably have to finally get some quarter glass just to pre-fit it and later in the body working stage to make sure this is right. But I'm gonna stop right about here somewhere, something like that. And then, like I said, rough all that up with some 40 grit, get it ready for some Duraglas. Then I'll show you all about that good stuff.
Killed a snake. I killed a snake. I didn't want to, but it just looked so damn creepy. I killed a snake. I killed a snake. With a puff of air from a gun that shoots pellets and BB. He was hanging out in my tree, and he scared the bejeebers out of me, so I killed.
Well, got it ground down, found some rust pits where it was rusted pretty badly. And previously I'd soaked it with rust mort and sealed it. Well, as I went and sanded, I saw a little more of the brown rust color than I really liked. So I retreated with some more rust mort or Osmo, same thing. You guys are right. I'll put the video link up here so you can check that out if you haven't seen it. But let's get some stuff mixed up here. Okay, Duraglas, right? I forgot that I have most of a tub here, so I'm gonna use that, right? This stuff is 60 bucks, I guess, for a gallon. It does go a long way. And I was hoping this older one would be separated, but it's not. If it was separated, you would see that it's actually, the gooey stuff looks just like this, right? Fiberglass resin. So, now I'm sure there's gonna be more than a few viewers that will correct me, and that's cool, because believe me, a whole lot of people, well, you can see it right there. See how it's sort of, that's fiberglass resin. Now, maybe it's not, but it sure looks like it. You see it right there. That stuff right there. So, I believe that's why this is more waterproof. It's probably just plastic filler, but it's all put together with fiberglass resin. But the interesting thing is it uses Bondo cream hardener. If there's anything for body filler, that's the same thing, right? So, you can see how stiff and rough this stuff is. It needs mixed up a little bit, but what I want to do, I'm going to add a little bit of fiberglass resin. Now, fiberglass resin uses a clear hardener, some kind of different kind of hardener. So I've heard, well, you can't use this because it uses a different hardener than body filler, but this has this in it. So you guys tell me what you think. Just going to add a little bit. I don't want to defeat the purpose and make it too thin. And I know you're not supposed to use cardboard because it absorbs some of the chemicals, this and that, but that's what I got. That's what I'm going to use. And for hillbillies like me in the barn, it works just fine. I'm going to try to do it. I don't want to mix it. I just want to keep folding it more than anything, so that way I don't introduce air pockets, because we want to get rid of air pockets. Now I got that pretty well mixed together. Now it's a little creamier, a little easier to deal with. So you need hardener, so you got to knead your hardener. Yeah, knead it. You want to mix it up because it will separate. And it's a little cold in here, so I'm just going to do a stripe right across there. If you use too much hardener, of course it'll harden up on you really fast, but then I think it's too hard. If you don't use enough hardener, it will never set up. So it's kind of one of them things. I'd rather use the red hardener in this, really, just so I could see the color change and I know that it was mixed. You can see little blue spots in there. You may not be able to, I can. Let me get this mixed up and I'll turn you on over there at the car. So what I want to do, you're going to use this to fill obviously, but what I want to do is push it into any kind of holes. I want to push any kind of air pockets out. So I'm pushing it. Push it in there nice and hard. Fill in any kind of little pinholes and such. And then I can fill. Push that stuff in there. Them little rust pits. Stuff kicking off on me already. It's kind of a low area right there. Better not make a big mess with it, but I'm a little out of practice. Done this for a little while. So I'm gonna push it in there real good like. Then I can kind of smooth it off a little bit. I know I'm in your way, you can't see, but I'm doing something here. I'm making a big mess. Kind of leave it kind of high. Kind of before that sets up, I'm gonna go find my holes, dig them out. Okay. Now I'll just take my pallet here, smooth that out, let that set up, and we'll use it again, at least for the Duraglas. We'll find something to dig them holes out. All right, leave it alone. Walk away. Yeah. Messy. Well, took a bit to harden up. I'd rather wait a little bit using the normal hardener. Ran the fire-breathing dragon over the metal before I put it on just to warm it up. That way we have some kind of a decent temperature. Just using a little cheese grater and kind of, you know, knock the higher ridges and the little lumps from where I dug my holes out and all that. So I'll take the mini Bondo hog. It's not an 8-inch, it's not a 10-inch, it's a 6-inch with some 60 grit. Rough that all up, kind of level it off.
Just to get along with you. Work. Zero wears out our money. Work. What's an honest man to do?
Need to harden up a little more. Gumming up my papers. We'll let it sit. So I've got stuff sanded down enough to where I know what's going on. Got this high hump, low spot. Low spot I'm not going to do anything with. We're just going to put a little more Duraglas in there. You can see the low spots and the highs, right? So this is a high hump. For some reason there's a big hump right here, and I kind of knew it was there, but once I started kind of blocking that out with the DA, it just really... But here's the trick, and it's not the most proper way of doing it, which I hardly do things, I just do them the way I want. And I've done it before, so it'll work. Just taking this point right there, on this here body hammer, you got the kind that's like that, right? This is my favorite one. This is a good one too, but it's got the point on it. So what I'm doing, I'm holding my hand, giving this a support so I don't bounce the whole thing. I'm just bouncing that tip, working around, and just knocking that panel in just a little bit. That's just making a series of tiny little dents, and it's just working it slowly down, right? Instead of just going wham. Bouncing it off there. Sort of like a woodpecker. And I have a shrinking disc I wanna try to use that Ian sent me, but I think that's gonna be too much. If it was a little high spot, couple of little high spots, I think it would work. This just might be just a little too much, I think. And it sands right down nice and smooth, and then we're gonna, of course, Duraglas over it again. I think we're getting there. All right, turn you back on. When I know what's going on. Well, I think I got that where I want it. at least for now. I have a piece of dowel rod. What is it, 1 inch, I guess? A piece of 40 grit. Get down here. Smooth that out, find out where we're at. And I'm gonna dig into it with the DA. They'll have a little high spot right there, but it might come out once it feels pretty good, really. I might tack it down just a little bit. I know you guys are disappointed I wasn't working on the door some more. Door. Tired of looking at that door. We'll go back to it later at some point. I'm gonna wish I'd got that off. Stuff gets hard once it sets up. It's tough sanding. Yeah, about there. Well, that's probably the final coat. I might do some touch-ups here and there. I've got a couple of humps to deal with still. One down there, and the big one right there. I don't know what's up with that, but you know, at least now we're from this much Bondo to that much, and that's what we want. So we're gonna get to some body filler, but not in this video. You will have to wait. I'm getting cold and I'm tired and I'm old and I'm ugly. I can fix everything but the ugly. Well, there we go. Duraglas. Is this the right way to use it? I don't know. I've done it 2 or 3 other times. Heck, I've used it to fix rotten trim on a house when we was trying to sell it. Painted it over and sanded it down, painted it over, and you couldn't even tell. Best I know that house and it's still there. It's fine. So it has all its really good uses, right? Like, again, we're down to minimal body filler. It's what we wanted. And I could spend thousands of dollars on full quarters that probably wouldn't fit. I could use these and massage them and then massage them and massage them and massage them, and you know, 3 years from now I'd be putting body filler on it finally. You know, the really good metal guys that weld stuff up and doesn't need anything and can't even tell there's a weld there, they don't need this stuff. They don't. But guys like me, possibly a guy like you, could use this stuff, right? Do what you think's best on your project, because trust me, you're the only expert on your project. You're the one's got to live with it. Do something, make a mistake, just fix it. It's cold. It's 10 degrees outside. I think less than that now. It's about, I think I got it almost to 50 degrees in here. So, and I'm just finally over the sickness, pretty much. Well, the antibiotics are all done, so I assume that means I'm cured. So I'm gonna take it easy for another couple of weeks. Keep some videos out when I can. But hey, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this time. Let me know in the comments what you think. Right? What's your process? What do you think about this process? Is it a cheat? Yeah. Is it a hack? Kinda. Yeah. Could be worse though. It'll be strong. It'll last longer than me. And whoever has this car, unless they wreck it, you're never gonna know. Magnet will still stick to it too, but I don't care, right? All right, cheers. You guys have a good week. We'll see you next week, hopefully, if nothing all fails. I hope it's a warm up. I hate winter. Golly, it's cold out. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Thanks.